What do you think of those 46 recommendations made to the president yesterday to reform the NSA surveillance programs?
Wolf, I'm really opposed to them. First of all, there is no NSA scandal. To me, this is this commission, this group, is caving into political correctness. The fact is, there are no Americans who have had their rights violated. No American citizens' calls are being listened to unless they are in contact with terrorists. No one's name is on file. No one's address is on file. This is a totally phony issue. And when I see someone like Rand Paul, who's a member of my party, somehow comparing Snowden and General Clapper, what is happening to our country when a United States senator compares a traitor with an American hero like General Clapper?
He said that on this program yesterday.
Yes,
I'm going to play that clip for you. Here's Senator Rand Paul talking about James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, the accusation he makes that he deliberately lied to Congress about the NSA surveillance programs and the comparison to Snowden. Listen to this.
Clapper's lying to Congress is probably more injurious to our intelligence capabilities than anything Snowden did, because Clapper has damaged the credibility of the entire intelligence apparatus, and I'm not sure what to believe anymore when they come to Congress.
All right, he's a fellow Republican. What do you say to him?
That is absolutely disgraceful to compare General Clapper with a traitor. The fact is, General Clapper was put in an impossible position because the senator who asked the question had already gotten the information in a classified setting. He knew that General Clapper could not give the full answer because it would let our enemies know what we were doing. The question was wrong. General Clapper gave the best answer he could. And for Senator Paul to compare that patriot, General Clapper, with someone like Snowden, who was a traitor, who's put American lives at risk, Senator Paul should be ashamed of himself. It's an absolute disgrace. He disgraced me. He disgraced his office, and he owes General Clapper an apology immediately.
Spokesman for General Clapper issued a statement, among other things, just a little while ago, responding to other Republican lawmakers who have sent a letter calling on him to resign. This is part of the statement. Let me put it up on the screen. DNI, Director of National Intelligence Clapper, has been testifying before members of Congress for more than 2 decades, and he enjoys a well-earned reputation as a doggedly honest and honorable public servant. He apologized for the confusion caused by his response and is focused on working with the Intelligence Committee to increase transparency. A lot of Republicans want him to, apparently there's a letter out there, as you well know, including members of the House Republicans who want Clapper to resign. You totally are opposed to all of them.
Absolutely. That comes from the isolationist wing of the party. That goes back to the days of Charles Lindbergh. These are people who are apologizing for America. To me, that is not the Republican tradition. That is not the tradition of Ronald Reagan. It's the tradition of Charles Lindbergh and the radical left-wing Democrats of the 1960s. That is not a Republican position.